Did she turn her phone on? Oh no, it's your mom. When's she gonna learn to text? Give me a second. Yes, what's up? No, still no sign of her. I mean, we're literally outside the store right now. We're going to keep looking a while longer. I'm really feeling okay. I'm not... You're right. Oh yeah, she was sick, like, yesterday, wasn't she?
Yeah.
You're right. Now that you mention it, I do feel kind of tired. I shouldn't push myself. I'll come home. I mean, we are right there. She has a point. I'm not feeling well right now. I gotta get back to the general store. Maybe some tea could help. This really crept up on me. I was doing fine until... Oh, she loses her... Why are you swaying? Why is your sprite moving? Stop losing balance.
That's so weird.
You didn't even give blood. Don't faint like I did.
Or like me, I have a chipped tooth to remind me.
I don't remember that, but I feel like you definitely told me it. I just don't remember.
Yeah, it was in high school.
That would make sense. You must have been running on adrenaline, or I should say, must have been, as I sway back and forth. Oh, she stumbles right into my face. Sorry. I think I just need some help getting home. It's right there. I'll have some tea and maybe lie down, and then we can get back to looking for Stella, and you can talk with my mom about whatever she had to say. Kanika leans on your shoulder for support, and you walk back to the general store, which is only 10 paces. Thanks. I'm sorry. This is embarrassing. I understand the feeling. I gave Bailey all of the things in my hands only to faint.
Hey, I was trying to get on the floor in high school. I was sitting in a chair, I'm like, I don't feel right, I need to lay down on the floor. So I was going to lay down on the floor. I passed out before I made it to the floor.
I mean, the problem with my version was I blacked out just long enough for my brain to stop holding me up, but I woke up as literally half a second later, so I saw the floor coming toward me. And I was like, oh, hello, floor. Just impact. And I'm like, why did I fall? I blinked and I was on the floor.
Yeah.
Thanks and sorry. Look at you and your fun little hair.
Yeah.
The bells of the general store chime welcomingly as you usher yourself inside. Oh dear, Kanika, you poor thing. This is why you were supposed to stay in bed today, even if your friend is missing. If you keep running around like this, it's gonna take you much longer to recover. Hey, things are important. Priorities. Thank you so much for getting her home, and I hope you're feeling better after last night's fiasco. Hi, Mom. Go on, get up to bed. Up to bed? I thought it was the same floor.
No, they live upstairs, I think.
I mean, because it's been a minute since we saw her peeking out of her door.
Yeah.
So I can't remember if they said, like, we go upstairs and... I don't remember. I'll be up in a minute with some more tea. And Maple, once she's all situated, I believe I owe you a chat. Hopefully we'll be able to start making sense of your visions. Wait, if you're talking mystery-related stuff, I should be there. Sweetie, you've done enough today. And you never like when I do tea readings anyway. I'm sure Maple can catch you up once you're feeling better. Okay. Fine. I'm not feeling well. I should really lay down. Sounds good. I mean, technically you could lay down and we can have the chat in her room. Just saying.
Yeah.
Kanika heads towards the stairs and disappears without saying another word. There's something off here. It's as if Kanika's spirit dimmed at Sybil Blue's words. It's almost like she wasn't feeling upset until she spoke to her on the phone.
That's very true.
I mean, I was gonna point it out, but then they pointed it out for me, so I called it to attention. Because she was absolutely fine up until presumably Sybil said, "Aren't you tired?" And she said, "You know what? I fucking am. Let me just pass out real fast in the middle of the street."
Yeah.
So, something tells me that there's something going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Though it could just be, like, if she's, you know, witchy nature stuff, maybe it's her, "This is for your own good, you know? I made you, want to sleep because I know you should be," type of situation. Which isn't necessarily a good thing still, but it's better than other things it could be. Shall we? Sybil motions toward the tea room. What did you do to Kanika?
Yeah, let's do that.
I like that he's sitting back there so we can hear it. Do? It almost sounds like you're accusing me of something. The only thing I did was tell her that she should rest, as any mother would, and she listened, as not every child would.
Yeah.
No, no way I'm spending any alone time with you. I don't trust you. I mean, yes, I'm allergic to tea. Ah! Ignore Sybil and follow Kanika. I mean, that's an interesting option. Or just follow Sybil to the tea room.
Just follow her, because I don't necessarily not trust her.
It's not that I don't trust you, it's just that I don't trust you, you know?
Yeah, it's... Like, I want to do the tea reading, but
yeah.
At the same time, I do not trust you.
I'm going to save this one here so that when we eventually finish this chapter, we go back and we go to Kanika and see what's happening.
Yeah.
Just as a little what if.
Yeah.
So we will follow Sybil?
Yeah.
Please, have a seat. I'll bring you a tea.
What is with the room ambiance?
What do you mean? Like the lack thereof noise?
It's the rumble that you can hear in Phasma.
Well, let me try to make it to where I can actually hear it.
It would be under sound.
Okay. It sounds not exactly, but it sounds like we're in like a room with one of the stones. Doesn't it? How it's like
it sure
vaguely
does.
concerning. What was I at before? The E?
E.
Okay. You take a seat at the small table at the edge of the room. It's dark here, only a sliver of sunlight is able to filter through the heavy curtains. These don't look heavy, but I'll take your word for it. Supplemented by the bright yellow, where did I get yellow from? Sorry.
Oh no.
I think it's because I was thinking about the curtains still, and they look vaguely yellow. Supplemented by the bright grow lights?
Yes. Grow lights, yes.
But I was just gonna say, maybe I got yellow out of the fact that it ends with an OW. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't really know. Oh, grow lights as in for the...
Yes.
I was just like, what the fuck is a grow light? Over the plant in the corner. This looks fun, though. It reminds me of chickens, though.
I don't know why.
Because it looks like a bunch of little chicken feet, and they're being hung up by their feet. And they're very feathery. At least this one.
Sure, let's continue with this tea reading.
Bailey's like, I don't want to imagine that. You look like such a nice lady in this light. Sybil joins you at the table and places a cup in front of you. It smells light and citrusy with an undercurrent of decaying earth. Yum. It's a special blend. It should help clarify some of the visions you've been getting. I'll be able to do a reading once you're done. Until then, how about we chat? Sip your tea. Want to just start with a sip?
Sure.
Tea reading. You take the tea, sipping it delicately. The citrus smell is fleeting, quickly replaced with the earthiness at its core. Like you just drank dirt. But the aftertaste combines the two flavors into something that actually vaguely tastes good, and you find yourself feeling more comfortable and your muscles relaxing for the first time in days. Makes me concerned, but that's nice. There's something that you don't like about the feeling. It's too soothing. That's what I was thinking. You don't doubt that there's something magical at work in this blend. I mean, makes sense. So how did you wind up in Scarlet Hollow? The other day you promised to tell me, what was it? Unsavory tales of my mom's youth. Quit yanking me around. I have something, you have something to tell me, just come out and say it. What's with all the mystery and ritual? You have something to tell me, just come out and say it. Basically just both of those, but different. Or finish the tale.
The mom one.
The unsavory tale of my mother's youth.
I don't care how you ended up in Scarlet Hollow, in all honesty.
You know, you're true about that, though. I most certainly did. Though I might have been exaggerating for a bit of dramatic effect. I am prone to do that. As with the mystic types.
Yep.
With my flair. In a town this size, you get to know everybody, no matter what the age difference might be.
Ooh, I like this music.
Yeah, this one's pleasant. It sounds faintly Harry Potter-esque.
It does, a little.
Vivian was a little younger than me, which meant I always had a certain older sister instinct about her. Interesting, because our mom died, didn't she?
Yes.
So it's interesting to know that somebody outlived her, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Her family wasn't good to her. Perlan was a lot like your great-grandmother, Edwardine, which is to say that she killed somebody, which is to say that she's not a very kind woman. Similar to Tabitha, but with more social grace and considerably more hatred for her fellow man.
Jesus.
Well then. But your mother wasn't a shrinking violet either? I don't know the term.
It's a weird term. I don't.
You don't know it well enough?
No, I don't.
She was just as stubborn as any other Scarlet, so her family choosing her as their punching bag made her into quite the rebel. As I would imagine if your family's a dick.
Yeah.
Why were Perlan and my mom raised by Edwardine? What happened to their mother? Do you know about my grandma?
Question.
I feel like I know a lot about the women in my family, but what about the men? Did they even exist? You know? What happened when my mom found out she was pregnant? Or change the subject.
Let's go down the list.
Start with this one then.
I'm honestly interested in all of these. Yeah.
Their entry into this world was violent, I'm afraid. Their mother was young. Too young to be pregnant, especially with twins.
Wait.
I didn't realize they were twins. Good to know.
They were twins?
Yeah. She didn't survive the labor. I mean, that explains that, but also... What?
Okay. What do you know about my grandma?
I'm afraid there isn't much I can tell you. I think there were two in that generation. The eldest died when the girls were still children. Edwardine never spoke about them, nor did your mother. What about the men?
Did they even exist?
LOL, I suppose they just haven't been very noteworthy since Edwardine took over the mines. Her husband died a long time ago, and to be quite honest, I can't even recall his name. Might have been Stuart or something. Just as forgettable.
Damn.
From what Vivian said, her father was some teenaged fling that ended once your grandmother found out she was pregnant. Well, that's unfortunate.
Wow.
So basically, the way that Tabitha is makes sense because everyone's basically had to be a hard woman their whole life. Because all the men are forgettable flings, basically.
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain it was similar for Vivian, though she was much older, and I believe she was the one who ended it. Well, with skipping down at all. Interesting. What if that's who Wayne was with? No, we already know he was with Tabitha, right?
Yeah.
I just remember us speculating over who they were with. What happened?
What happened when my mom found out she was pregnant?
Yes. She came to me for advice. She was distraught. I mean, you did say that you were like the big sister who was presumably not a dick, so... It was like she'd been handed a death sentence. Maybe it was fear from what had happened to her own mother. Maybe it was something else. But she seemed convinced she was in danger. Tabitha had already been born by then. Wait, so... Well, I guess that would make Tabitha not too much older than us.
Yeah.
Of course, but she was born in wedlock, so I assumed your mother's worries had something to do with religion. Though the Scarlets weren't particularly religious as far as I knew. Could you imagine if the reason why she was fearful was because, like the fling was with the pastor? And that's why we have the gift?
The pastor's a little too young.
Or whoever the pastor's related to. Just in the fact that we both have the gift.
True.
I'm just going off of potential genes.
Yeah.
And because of the fact that they weren't married, it would make sense that she'd be very concerned out of religious reasons.
Yeah.
But the Scarlets weren't particularly religious as far as we knew. As I knew. But the way Vivian was that night she came to me, it stuck in my mind. It always had me wondering what it was about your family that made her panic so much at the thought of having a baby. I don't know. So what's with all the mystery? I guess or it's either quit yanking me around. So just this one?
And what's with all the mystery and ritual, yeah.
Yeah. I'll need your tea leaves first. I have pieces of the puzzle but the tea leaves should help me get the full picture. Do we care?
I do not care.
You want me to just not?
Yeah. Well, wait. It's okay. We'll explore it later.
Took too long, Bailey. You took too long. You close your eyes and take another sip and then another. It's delightful. The tea is gone before you know it, and the small cup empty, save for what's left of the rehydrated leaves coating the bottom. Oh, good. Glad you found the tea palatable enough to drink. I mean, that would be my concern. I'd be like, but what if I can't finish it?
Yeah.
It should do you some good. It's one of my more medicinal blends. Now, on to business. She takes the cup from you, staring thoughtfully down at the sludge. Oh dear, this doesn't bode well. You've got just about every warning that can fit at the bottom of a cup, across
Sorry,
a kettle,
an hourglass? Are you kidding me?
Why? What does that mean?
I've been doing research on tea leaf readings and stuff, and some of them can get really, really fucking dark.
So going off of I have no idea, so I'm gonna come up with things that go off the words. Cross, bad things in religious aspect. Kettle, things are about to get hot and heavy in here. Be concerned. Hourglass, your time is running out.
Pretty close, actually.
For all three, or just that one?
I don't know about the kettle. I've never seen the kettle before.
I have no idea.
Okay, no, not with the kettle.
No,
you're wrong on the kettle,
but
but
I got
I know
the other two
cross
right?
and the hourglass.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What's a hint for the kettle?
There is no real hint for that.
Because the reason why I said kettle the way I did originally was because I was imagining like how you just like kill lobsters and crabs by just shoving them in the water. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. I mean, unless it's like a less severe version of, you know, once the kettle sings type of situation. I don't know.
No,
I'm not sure what it would be.
a kettle symbolizes that you need help.
That you need help?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if we are the lobster that's been shoved into the water, then we would need assistance in getting out.
Yeah.
Shall I click or are you still? Okay.
Yeah.
All of these mean death, misery, difficulty, and the hourglass ties it all together with definite urgency. Okay. It's fair to assume that this is all... Sorry, the text coming through made my brain stop working. That this all has to do with whatever brought the ditchlings. Halloween. Something is coming, and whether any of us can stop it, I'm not sure. But we may at the very least be able to figure out what it is. And the central figure here, a cat, an enemy lurking in plain sight. Frou-frou?
No, it's not a literal cat. That's what the symbol of the cat means.
Is it the main tenant of Frou-frou? Also known as Tabitha?
It might be Frou-frou. Who knows?
Or it's Sybil.
It is Sybil.
Literally in plain sight.
After you clicked that, I'm like, wait a second. What if she's lying about how old she actually is?
I mean, I had thought about that before. I maybe I hadn't ever said it. I don't remember.
You hadn't.
Okay. I'd like to see I say with my mystical. It's gotta be Pixel.
Yeah.
Or Frou-frou. Those are the only two cats I know.
Explore.
But also the cat would be Tabitha, I think. Unless it's Wayne.
Animals.
Oh my god, it's fucking everybody.
I don't think it's
Oh,
Wayne.
it's everybody. The cat is Daniel.
It's you.
I want to see. Sound good?
Yeah.
I want to see. I'm sure it wouldn't make much sense to most people. It'll probably just look like a confusing mess of old leaves, but you're free to take a look. You take the cup and staring down into it. Well, I don't see the three things that you mentioned.
I don't know either.
I just see,
Oh wait, I do see the cat.
where?
The central bottom. Its
Like-
tail goes off to the left.
Like this
Yeah.
spludge here is supposed to be a cat?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then...
Oh, I see the kettle too. The kettle's just above its head.
Is that like this thing?
To the right. No, it's just below that one.
Like this thing?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm looking at, but okay. I guess you're the mystical of the two of us. I can't fucking see it.
I see the kettle, I see the cat.
Where's the hourglass?
That's what I'm looking for right now.
But yeah,
I don't see the hourglass, and I don't see the cross either.
I'm gonna say to me, it looks like she, just went on, her app and clicked a,
I mean, I
A
can
brush.
sort of see a
Just
cross
splashed.
above the kettle,
I don't fucking know. I'm gonna click.
but I still don't see the hourglass.
It's just leaves. There's no pattern, nothing swimming together in the dregs of your tea to give you any warnings or premonitions. After a long moment, Sybil takes the cup back. I hope that settled your curiosity. Don't worry if you couldn't make sense of it. It takes years to learn this sort of thing, even for someone with your propensities?
Sure.
I don't know what that word means.
I can guess.
I mean, I could guess going off of context clues, but I don't know what it means. Also, my throat is starting to hurt.
My eyeballs are starting to hurt.
My eyes are fine. she winks, conspiratorially. Pardon?
That's disconcerting.
You're conspiring against something? That's the only... I don't know what that... I'm confused. And then, so I think the cat would either be Tabitha, Wayne, Stella, Kanika, Oscar, Reese, Avery, Dr. Kelly, she's been nothing but hostile, Pastor Daniel, or how do I know you're not the cat?
I'm almost positive she's the cat.
But do we want to confront her with it?
I kind of do.
Sound good? You want me to save first, or are we good?
Save first so we can explore other options later.
Okay. How do I know you're not the cat?
Yeah.
I suppose you don't. Though I'd think that the cat wouldn't exactly warn you about itself. Exactly, which is why you did.
Yeah.
It's reverse psychology.
Because it's reverse psychology.
It's reverse Scientology. Still, you can't rule anyone out, even the old woman with the tea obsession. Yes, who made their daughter go to bed. Yes.
Yeah.
You don't have to figure out an answer right away. It often takes time for the mind to connect the dots. Just be on guard and keep vigilant that someone close to you isn't to be trusted. Well,
You.
the only person that I do trust is Gretchen.
I trust Gretchen so hard.
That's the only person I 100% trust, and maybe Daisy.
I agree.
And maybe Daisy.
I trust Daisy too.
Daisy tells it how it is.
She sure does. But I trust Gretchen without a doubt.
We know from the ditchlings that something terrible is coming your way, and it's likely that it's connected to some hidden enemy. Sure. Perhaps we can try to counteract whatever might be planned for you. Judging by what you told me last night, those stones, carvings, seals, whatever you want to call them, I think it's likely that they have something to do with this. Probably, seeing as they're the things that gave me the visions.
Yeah.
Until the cat revealed itself, it seems your best course of action is to seek the carvings out, piece together what you can from your visions, and arm yourself with the information. Okie dokie, sounds like I'll go on a movie night then. Have you sensed any others in town? Do you think you might be able to find another? Oh, wasn't expecting to switch. Your thoughts drift to the door yesterday. The one that seemed to draw you in, urging you deeper into the clinic. Even just remembering it is enough to tug at you, compelling you to return and open it to see what's on the other side. You can find Stella later. Maybe you can even find her there.
You, I'm gonna find Stella.
But maybe she's there. We haven't searched there yet. We can't say that she's not there until we look. What's important now is finally seeing what's hidden in the clinic. I think I felt another at the clinic. Bad stuff always happens around them. I shouldn't seek out more of them. Clinic. That's good. If you can find your way inside and uncover another stone, that could give you another leg up on your adversary. Unless you're the cat and me looking at these stones is going to somehow trigger Halloween to happen. I'm willing to refer to it as Halloween.
Halloween!
Trick or treat, typically, you know? You'll just have to be careful to avoid the doctor. Something tells me she won't take too kindly to you sniffing around her clinic. I think that's all the help I can offer. I mean, you could offer as a distraction, just saying. I hope this conversation has been illuminating, even if it just brought up more questions than giving any clear answers. I mean, you offered to help by giving a tea reading. I don't know how that would have given me clear answers. That's it. That wasn't helpful at all. All you did was look at some leaves and tell me to go put myself in danger.
She sure fucking did.
Thanks, I'll let you know if I find anything. I mean, technically...
The danger one!
You want this one?
Yes!
All you did was look at leaves and tell me to go put myself in danger, effectively being the exact opposite of my cousin.
You are the fucking cat.
I suppose you could see it that way, but I hope I've done more than that, even if you don't realize it yet. Also known as, be the cat.
You are the cat.
Thank you again for humoring an old lady and stopping by for a chat. But yeah, since apparently I never mentioned it before, I do think that she's older than she lets on.
I agree.
I'm not entirely sure what, the what and the why and the how.
We need more visions.
Basically.
We need more visions.
Basically, yes.
Because I feel like she is part of that conflict.
I mean, as I vaguely remember saying in episode 1, maybe Mama Scarlet dying, like she was holding a barrier around the town, and she never was, she never told Tabitha how to continue the barrier.
Yeah.
That doesn't say a whole lot for, like, Sybil, but it could mean as to why, all the shit's happening. Why Halloween is coming.
Halloween is coming.
Halloween is coming. With a small grunt of effort, Sybil gets up from the table and you're escorted back to the door. Okie dokie. Just gandering at all of her bits. And remember, be careful with who you put your trust in. According to your tea, the cat is getting ready to pounce, and merely being ready for it might not be enough.
Stop telling us your plans and let us figure it out for ourselves.
But, I mean, like, so pretending that it's not her, it could be literally anyone. It could be Wayne. It could. It could be anyone.
I trust Wayne.
I mean, I like to think that I can
trust him with like a pound of salt. But
a pound.
I trust Wayne.
I trust him as far as I can throw his intangible body, which isn't very far.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he did.
I trust him.
I mean, going off of what we've seen so far, he has saved us from a weird acid trip, but that could mean that he just didn't want my soul to be taken by that guy. Because he wants me.
True, but I still trust Wayne.
Yeah.
More than I trust Sybil.
Yeah. Because Wayne is over here telling me that I'm putting myself in dangerous situations, can you fucking knock it off? And Sybil's over here saying, hey, here's a dangerous situation, go put yourself in it, please, thank you.
Yeah. Also, Jennifer, I have 30 minutes before I gotta go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, up to you then. We could always just pause.
Let's go check on Kanika.
Yes. But first, I was just double checking. I think that the flat still air was a thing before. I don't remember. Should I talk to Miles real fast just because we can?
I don't think I have anything of interest to say, but sure.
Just in case. Is your mom a witch? Ghosts are real, just how you should know. So, Kanika has a cold question mark? You seen any weird rocks? No. Ghosts are real, just so you know?
One more.
Or do you want to start with that one?
Is your mom a witch?
So you want me to start with that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Is your mom a witch? Wouldn't you like to know? Yes, I would. Can I trust her? Do you know? So she is a witch.
So she is a witch.
Look, a lot of weird stuff has been going on around town. I feel like a witch could be super helpful, so if she is one, you know.
I think it's the other way around. I think she's causing issues.
Yeah. So like I said, the mom dying could be making it to where Sybil being like the warlock of the situation, basically, could be a thing.
Yeah.
Can I trust her? I think is the question we should ask.
Yeah.
Can I trust her? Duh. My mom is like the nicest lady ever. As far as you know, at least.
As far as you know.
Ghosts are real, just so you know?
Yep, those are the ones.
Just so you know. Yeah, I know. I've seen tons of videos of ghosts doing stuff on the internet. I'm not 12. Okay.
Cool.
So Kanika has a cold question mark, since that was something that we never asked her about yesterday, so we wouldn't have known, really. That's what she says. She's trying to get out of work again. Like, I don't have anything better to do all week while she sits in her room watching anime. It says the guy in Goku pants.
No, it's not wrong. He is in fucking Goku pants.
Should I say that? Because that's great.
I want to do that one, yeah.
It says the guy in Goku
That's a great
pants.
line.
Everybody knows Dragon Ball is a good anime. She watches the trashy shit.
Like what? Give me one trashy anime, Miles. Give me one.
Maybe she watches, oh, what is it called? I was thinking if I started talking about it, it would come to me. Whatever the stupid ass anime is, where, it's a water sport anime where it's basically just ladies using their boobs and, butt to knock each other off a platform. I can't remember what the name was. Which is good because I never fucking watched it, but that one I would say is trashy because it's literally just so you could watch ladies thrust titties into titties.
Fair. I also think most sports animes are kind of trashy, except for the ones that have the low level like BL stuff. Like Free or Haikyuu.
I think that I would.
Or this new one with gymnasts.
With gymnasts, I don't know that one.
Yeah, it's I saw some previews on Twitter for Crunchyroll.
Okay. But say I feel like I would enjoy sports anime more if I cared to watch sports.
Yuri on Ice is technically considered a sports anime.
That's true. That is sport. All right. Anywho, trashy shit. Should I just ask?
Any weird rocks?
I don't think that he's gonna have any idea what that means, but
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You. I'm a weird rock. He smirks, clearly. It's a very sick burn, and you should feel bested by his wit.
I love it.
Sorry, I know this is a general store. Y'all got any burn heal in here for that massive burn you just gave me? Oh, that's great. Well, anyway,
check out Kanika.
I love that he says that, smirks at me, and I just fucking walk away.
You don't even react.
No response.
Okay.
You're not going anywhere before checking in on Kanika. You want to make sure she's not in a coma.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the stickers. I couldn't see that in the dark light beforehand. Knock knock. Mom, I really don't need any tea. I think I'm just gonna lay down for a while. I'm not your mom.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm not your mom.
Okay, let's say I'm not your mom, and then say I'm gonna go to the clinic.
Yeah. I'm not your mom. Oh. Hey Maple, what's up? Can I come in? Talk to you? But going to the clinic, would you like to join? Because it would be useful if somebody could distract the mom. You don't have to listen to your mom, you're an adult. Let's get out of here. I could use a breather. Let's hang out for a minute.
The clinic one, just so she knows where we're going, even if she says no, that she can't join us.
Okay. So I'm going to the clinic?
Yeah.
Okay. I was hoping to be able to check in on Reese sometime today. I want to ask if he knows anything about Stella and, make sure he's okay after what happened at dinner. Yeah, screw this. Why'd I even listen to my mom in the first place? I don't need to sit around in my room just because she said to. Do you want to come in for a sec while I get ready? Sure. You hear frantic crumpling and clinking and shuffling as she tidies her room. Okay, come in. Oh my god. The first thing I see.
It's my room. It's my room.
So we got Parasite the Maxim. I'm thinking that this is supposed to be an imitation of Tokyo Ghoul, the moon. I would recognize the slight yin yang of the moon. I'm not sure what the moth is for.
It could just be a moth.
It could just be a moth. Terrarium. Not a whole lot going on the floor. Whatever. I don't know who these people are, but giant packages of figurines. This one's actually out of its box. I'm not sure who any of the three are, though.
So that one that's out, it could either be Shishomaru.
Yeah, that could be Shishomaru.
Or it could be someone from...
The fluffy thing makes sense.
I think it is Shishomaru.
Yeah.
I think it is Shishomaru.
Oh yeah, look at this face. Definitely.
That is totally Shishomaru. Okay.
And then we got journals, books, and Solomon. Clothes, maybe. I don't know. But I don't know who, like, the future diary mixed with Vocaloid person is. You know?
Yeah, I don't know either.
I'm not sure.
I don't know anything about those two there.
And then a random short-skirted water something that looks like it says... Oh, I cannot tell what my brain was thinking this would say. I'm not sure. But then we've got an assortment of dead creatures. Stickers. She's the type who likes stickers. Hat. I don't know what these pictures are. And then that's pretty much everything in here. Very Animu. Kanika's room is the sort of place that's stuck between the past and the present. Faded stickers from her childhood line her bookshelf, and boxes of packed belongings sit in the corners of the room. I don't usually have people over, so don't judge me too harshly for the state of the place. I mean, we both went into Stella's place earlier, and I see more of your room. But technically, you have more of a center of your room. Stella's was much skinnier. Tip. Dialogue marked as romance will start a romantic arc with the character that you're talking to and will lock you out of romantic arcs with other characters.
Where the fuck was this with Stella?
Apparently, we weren't romantic enough for her. Oh my god, so packing for something or just I love you? Packing for something or we still have to find Stella?
Packing for something and then let's...
Jesus Christ, we could just... interesting? Maybe it's because we're in her room with her.
Maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I know we had the option to go into Stella's room almost, you know, when we slept over.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we missed our chance.
That would make me sad.
Packing for something? You motion to the stack of cardboard boxes. And all of those. And those. That's all my stuff from college. I never really unpacked. It seemed like it'd be a waste to unload everything. It's not like I'll be staying here long term, so I just have to pack up everything again eventually. I guess I did move back in over a year ago, so these boxes have just been sitting here unopened for a long time. But any day now, I'll load them back into the van and get out of town. Any day now.
Sure. We still have to find Stella. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah. Or just let's go. So, this one? Going... Yeah. I'm not leaving without you. Let's get out of here and see what we can find at the clinic. Oh, I see your mother and brother. The two of you make your way back to the hallway. Oh, that's creepy. I don't like it. But before you can make it to the stairs, the light turns on, startling both of you. I thought you were going to get some rest, Kanika. You should really get back to bed, or this cold of yours will only get worse. That face. Hello, cat. But I still have a lot of energy, and I don't feel like sitting around. I don't think I need to. Of course you do. I know you best. And sorry, this just reminds me of a certain mother we're about to go meet. You just haven't been yourself these past few days. All this running around has been a detriment for your health. Yeah, you're allowed to overwork yourself a little.
Cases of Munchausen.
But then say you're allowed to overwork yourself slightly as long as it's only for a bit, because like,
yeah,
she's only overworking herself at max while we're here. She can go back to her normal life afterwards. It's a special occasion. Let her.
Yeah.
Miles and I want to see you healthy. You hold this family together. That's not something you should place on her.
Space woman.
That's not something you should place on her.
She's a child.
She
is your child.
You know who should hold the family together? The adult.
Kanika may be an adult, but you are the adult to your adult, you bitch.
Exactly. In comparison, she is a child.
Yes.
You shouldn't get between mother and daughter. Sybil knows what's best here. Pardon? And Kanika is more than capable of speaking for herself. I directly told the mother of a different child that she was poisoning her child. Why?
Sure did.
Why do I have this opinion now? Mystical. Those thoughts aren't yours. Clear your head. Something isn't right here. Hello, cat. Sybil, what was in that tea? Definitely this one, since it's the only explorer. What was in that tea? Chaga and lemon balm, dear. It's one of my grandmother's special blends. No, you're making me susceptible to your bullshit. Why are you talking about tea? You manipulative hag! Kanika, don't buy her any of her bullshit. Lady, you're being really creepy.
You are being really creepy.
Sybil, you can't expect to control your adult daughter like this. I don't even think Kanika is sick. I think you're making it up to control her. Let's just go.
The one above the sick one. Sybil, you can't expect to control your adult daughter.
I like this one,
I love that one. I fucking love it, but...
I'm just saying, you manipulative hag.
Yeah, it's just...
You can't expect to control your adult daughter.
Like, really
Well,
quick,
yeah. I mean, it's just like the keeping your enemies closer type of situation.
Yeah.
You can't control your adult daughter like this. She's literally old enough to go to college. She can make her own decisions.
Yeah.
Kanika sighs. No, my mom is right. No! Stop
Kanika?
drinking her tea! Wait. If her tea makes me susceptible to whatever she's saying, and Tabitha was here drinking her tea...
Tabitha's under Sybil's control. Sybil is the witch.
Yeah,
okay, my food is ready, so I shall be right back.
Okay.
I need to eat, like...
Okay.
Try and get to a good stopping point.
I assume once we leave here would be a good spot. I have been neglecting the general store, and I let Miles run off the other day. That was so irresponsible of me. As if you really have control over a teenager, just saying. That's all right, Kanika. He could have gotten hurt, but he didn't. And it seems like you learned a valuable lesson from the experience. Now, let's get you to bed. You just need another day to recover, then you can get back out to town with this mystery business. Maple, you'll be fine without her until tomorrow. Bye, Maple.
What's up?
Before you can utter another word, Kanika returns to her room. Sybil eyes carefully watch you as you leave to make your way back to Main Street alone. You make your way up the familiar hill past the rows of ragged houses and make your way to Scarlet Hollow's residential area. So is this where you want to call it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I love all of the manipulation.